Once Jack and Sally were playing in the school. Suddenly they got an idea. How about writing everybody's name and birthday down? How will that help them? Well, whenever there is a birthday, they will be knowing it beforehand because they will have the list of birthdays of everybody. So they can organize a party in advance. So what they did is, well, they took few blank papers and they started writing everybody's name in the class. So the first thing they did was they wrote everybody's name down on a sheet of paper. So now they have a list of everybody's name. And how did they write this? Well, definitely these all are their classmates. So they recalled each person's name and completed the list. So they did not consult anybody. They completely made this list only on the basis of their memory. Now they started writing everybody's birthday, but they did not remember everybody's birthday. So they went to the classroom and asked everybody for their birthdays, and by asking they made this list. In this list everybody's birthday is mentioned, that is, birthday of all the friends have been mentioned in this list. So this list is going to be very handy for them, because when a birthday is about to come, they will know in advance with the help of this list. Now another idea came into their mind. While they have all the birthdays, they need to have some more information. What sort of information? Well, what they did was they made another list, and this was favorite colors of friends. So why did they collect that? Because definitely when there will be a birthday, they will have to purchase gifts for them, right? So if they have the favorite colors, then they can purchase gifts accordingly. So they collected favorite colors of everybody. So you can see in this list you have the names and their favorite colors. So in this way they had another list. Now what did they do next? Well, they collected the list of tables and chairs in each class. Now why was this required? Well, this was required because when they'll have a birthday party, they will need lots of chairs and tables in their classroom, right? So they went to each classroom and observed how many chairs and tables are there in the classroom, and they noted it down. So they had a complete list of tables and chairs in each class. So this was another type of list which they created. Now they collected a variety of facts, right, about names, birthdays, colors, tables and chairs, isn't it? So these collected facts are called data. So what they did was they collected a number of facts about various things, and these collected facts are what we call data. So basically they collected data about all these things, that is, they collected data related to birthdays, colors, tables and chairs. So what is data? Well, a collection of facts from which useful information can be obtained. So if you have a collection of facts from which you can obtain useful information, then we can say that you have data. So what the kids did was they collected a variety of data. So do you remember the first list which they prepared was the list of names? Now how did they prepare this list? Well, they recalled everybody's name and wrote them down on a piece of paper. So this data was written from memory. So it was from memory that they were able to write down this data. Now what about this list? Did they write down all these different birthdays from their memory. Not really. They did not remember everybody's birthday. So what did they do? Well, they went and asked each of them what their birthdays were. So this data was collected by asking, isn't it? Now, what about this data? Did they ask that which class has how many chairs? Not really. Did they remember which class has how many chairs and tables? Not really. So what did they do? Well, they went to each class, observed how many chairs and tables each class had and noted it down. So this data was collected by observing. So you see, different data were collected by different means. So some were collected from memory, some were collected by asking, and some by observing. So can you tell me, kids collected data from memory, by asking, and is it by observation or is it by reading? So what was the third method of collection of data which the kids used? Was it observation? Was it reading? Well, it was observation. Why? Because, well, the data related to tables and chairs, that they collected by going to each class and observing how many chairs and tables each class has. And that's why answer is by observation. Now here you have another list. Now what does this list have? Well, rose, candle, fan, doll, bench, rat, Sam. Now rose is a plant, candle is a thing which can be anywhere. It can be in a classroom, it can be in a home. Then you have a fan. Again, a fan can be in a classroom, can be in a home, or can be in a hospital. Then you have doll. Again, you can have doll anywhere. A bench, it can be in a park, it can be in a hospital. A rat, well, a rat can be anywhere, right? It's an animal. And what about Sam? Sam is a name. Now you may say that this is a list and you will like to call it data, but is it really data? No, not really, because you cannot really relate them to any particular thing. That is, you cannot find any useful information from it. They are just random things mentioned in list. So they may be things or people and things all in a single room. Then they may become a data. But until it is specified, these are just random things listed in an order. So this is not data. Data is always a structured fact or a related fact from which you can actually extract some useful information. Just random mentioning of facts doesn't mean that it becomes data. So this is a list, but you cannot call it data. Previously, the kids collected names of people, birthdays of people, and then also number of chairs and tables in different classrooms. So all that was data because you had a particular information coming out of it. Okay, they were related somehow with each other and you could extract some information from them. They were not just random facts, but in this case it is simply a random list of objects, animals and name. It can be anything. So until you can actually extract some useful information from this, so this cannot be called data. This is just a collection of random objects, animals and name, and it is not data. So we can collect data in a number of ways. And what are these? Well, we can collect data from memory, we can collect data by observing, and we can collect data by asking. So by using any of these methods, we can collect data, and once we have data, we can actually extract useful information from it. So collection of data is very important, and you can use any of these three methods to collect data.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge, or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English, and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You also get amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.